0 to 60 can define a performance car, but it's the fastest 60 to 0 that's the aim of Tarrock's brakes. From road cars to race cars, circuits, special stages, or the autostrada, nothing reduces speed like Tarrock's brakes. Italy gave the world the art of Da Vinci and Michelangelo. Tarrock's has given drivers the art of stopping. For more information and to acquire your own masterpiece, visit tarrocks.co.uk. Yes, it's me, Mark Stone, and this is the Backseat Driver Podcast. It's the fastest, it's the friendliest, and it's for all the family. The Gas Shocks 116 Trophy and 120 Coupe Cup are the fastest growing race series in the UK, taking in 6 one-hour races and 8 sprints at all the top circuits. Visit 116trophy.com to find out more and get yourself behind the wheel. From a pot of tea to TT motorbikes. From a classic English breakfast to a full serving of classic cars. Bridge House Tea Rooms is the Northwest premier classic car meeting location for cars, bikes, tractors and owners clubs. So no matter what your automotive appetite might be, visit Bridge House Farm Tea Rooms on their Facebook page or call John and Alicia on 07980 444 221 for show details and to reserve your own table and parking space. Here at Oulton Park with the one, the only Mark Bate for round 3 of the Gas Shocks 116 Trophy. Mark and the series also very, very kindly sponsor the Backseat Driver Podcast. Mark, welcome back to the Backseat Driver Podcast.
Thanks for having me, Mark.
It's going from strength to strength is all this, isn't it?
Yeah, we've gone, as you know, we've gone pretty mad, really. We started to fill the grids a couple of years ago, and we decided then that we'd do a sprint series so that we'd sort of take a bit of the grid away. It was a bit of a mishmash, really, and then that took off. So now the format, the format's not the same this weekend. It's just the trophy this weekend because we're being asked to come to BMW Live. But the new format is 2 sprint races on a Saturday and then the trophy on a Sunday. And the sprint race is become a championship this year. We put it in for championship status straight away, and that's full. So we're sort of brimming. We're overflowing everywhere we go now, which is unknown of, especially in this climate. Do you know what I mean?
How many cars are in it now?
Oh, we just don't know.
You've lost track.
Yeah, because I mean, it sounds silly, but it's nice not to have to count. Yeah. And we don't need to count. We haven't done.
You're not scraping about for cars on a grid, are you? In many ways, you're trying to keep them off.
No, you believe it or not, we are. We're putting more events on and we're spreading them around the country a bit more. And the next one's Anglesey. We're hoping that some of the guys don't come to Anglesey, and then some of the other ones who haven't been able to get into a race do come to Anglesey. If you know what I mean. So you've got this scenario where you're full, so you've got to start making a few small minor changes so that everyone can have a go, but we're managing to get everybody in every time, so it's good.
I mean, the one thing I've noticed is you've now got Myerscough Motorsport College, and you've a new lady driver, and you've a new guest driver.
Yeah, we've got all sorts going on. I mean, I can't say that name, the college name. Myerscough. Yeah.
You're from Manchester, which I suppose is a problem.
No, I'm dyslexic, so when I see the word on the car, that doesn't mean anything to me. But yeah, they came for the last round, which was Silverstone. They got the car together. They had a few issues. They were brilliant, mate. The team they had with them were brilliant, and they deserved what they got, really, which was team of the day. And they were made up, and we're made up having them. They've got 2 cars. They're back again for Oulton. You know, Mike, you've been around the series a long time. It takes a while to get going in the series, and this is their second event, and you can see the change straight away.
Well, when I interviewed them for the radio show, the enthusiasm was palpable. They're really keen to get out there and do something. And, of course, with the students.
Yeah, the students are brilliant, and my background is as you know, is spanners. So I have apprentices and at work, and I really, really cherish the apprentices. I look after them because there's so few people in our trade anymore. So to have a college in with students in, and then when they turn up and they're brilliant like they are, enthusiastic, and we were giving the trophies out, and the young girl that was there, she was almost in tears. She was so chuffed, but I mean, that got me a lump in my throat. But what you're looking at there is hard work over a weekend, perseverance, and then to win team of the day. And the emotions are there, and that's motorsport for you, do you know what I mean? And the young kids, they get that experience as the first experience in motorsport. It's like having a tattoo. They're never getting it off.
And who's the guest driver today?
We've got a quite special driver. I don't know if I'm allowed to say. Have you been given the go-ahead to say?
Well, I don't know. You did send me something about the guest driver. It's hard work and having a driver who you can't talk about, really, isn't it? Yeah,
it is. But sometimes people come and they don't want us to say who it is. So I'll have to get. Let me tell you now. He's called Darren Turner, and he's quite a successful racing driver. And we do get people coming in who are great, you know what I mean, and have got.
What tempted him here?
I don't know.
Because it won't be cash.
No, it wasn't me. It wasn't. No, it won't cash. It wasn't me. It's the series. The series draws people in from everywhere. It's the little car. That's what it is. It's the car, and it's when people see the series and say they come across it, they stumble across it, don't they? And initially you think 116, that's going to be pants, but then when you see it, or you come to a race and you feel the buzz like today, you want to go, don't you? Do you know what I mean? You feel like you're missing out. Is it called FOMO, fear of missing out? And that's what this series has got for it. People sort of think, I'm missing out, I need to get in with the 116 trophy. And that I think we should be sponsored by FOMO, I think.
And you have a new lady driver, haven't you?
Yeah, we've got a couple of lady drivers. We I don't like to make a big deal of it because, well, we're not. I don't feel we should. It's like the young kids that we've got coming through from karting. They're brilliant, and then we have a couple of lady drivers, and we're going to get a few more. Yeah. But we've got Melissa's been with us a season. It's her second season, and she's racing now. She's up for it. Do you know what I mean? She had a few teething problems with the car, and I've been looking at the times, and a few of us have been looking at her times, and she's going to be good. She just needs to get these teething problems sorted with the car, and she's going to be good, Melissa. And then a new lady this year who's just. She's just getting she's finishing the races, and she's doing what she wants to do. And then it's the best thing to do when you come to the trophy, if you've never raced before, is finish the race. Keep finishing the races, and then build on that. Go home and build on it, and that's what she's doing. But Melissa's been here a year, so she's not. She's wanting to be up at the front. She's done 2 top 20 finishes, which is hard. I think she did a 15 at Silverstone, and you can see she wants to be top 10, and she will be top 10. Definitely.
And how many rounds are left for this year, 2024?
We're doing 7. We're doing 7 in the trophy, and we're doing 12 sprint races. So this is our 3rd. So we've got 4 left. We're doing Anglesey next, and then we've got a couple of big ones. We've got Snetterton 300, which is 50 plus cars, 55, and then we've got Donington Grand Prix as well. So we've got a couple of big ones coming. So hopefully as the season sort of carries on, and we get not so much more enthusiasm, but everyone gets a bit of a race, and then hopefully they'll start planning a bit better, and I'm looking forward to the Donington Grand Prix. That's going to be something else, isn't it?
It certainly is. Mark Bate, the man behind the 116 trophy, the instigator of it. It's always a pleasure chatting to you, and thank you for your continued support of the Backseat Driver podcast. Have a great day. Yeah, thanks, Mark. We appreciate the help that you give us, and obviously I don't think we'd be here without having the same sponsorship like with you, with the Backseat Driver show from the beginning, and the biggest series in the country. The championship's going to be the biggest championship in the country. We're doing something right. Well, as it says in the podcast, it's the friendliest, potentially the cheapest. Motorsport isn't cheap, but this is probably as cheap as it gets. But the atmosphere here is okay. When they're out there, they all want to race. There is a racing driver out there who don't want to win, because let's face it, if you're first, the other 49 are the losers. But it's just one of them things. Everybody seems to enjoy themselves.
Yeah, the atmosphere is brilliant, and that we're in Manchester. It's a buzz, isn't it? And if you go somewhere and it's buzzing, then you're addicted, aren't you? And that's what we've got. And we keep the same sponsors, the same tyres, the same. Just keep everything the same, and people get used to it. And we're just going to keep going. We're going to keep going. We'll be bigger next year, and we'll be bigger the year after.
We'll have to build bigger grids, won't we?
They need to build bigger tracks for us, yeah. Definitely, yeah, 100%.
Once again, Mark Bate, thanks very much indeed.
Yeah, thanks for having us, Mark.
I'm here with Bart Lang, the second driver in the Myerscough College 116. How did the race go?
It was a challenging race, but really promising. So the students did fantastic. That's the first thing just to say. The students did absolutely amazing, and they prepped such a good car. We had some challenges. We were pushing the track limits, which just means we were trying, right? And we also had a little bit of an infringement on one of the pit stops. So a little bit of learning, but the pace was brilliant. So I had an amazing time.
Yeah, there are only about 3 allowed to push a car off the stand, and every student going decided to have a push.
I think enthusiastic students are a good thing. So I'm not going to tell off to, but no, it's one of those things. I've just introduced the rule, so we got a little bit caught out. Other than that, I think it would have been a really good result. The pace is there. We just got to keep going.
And you're proud of the students and what they've achieved?
Yeah, it's amazing. I mean, we pushed this car as a broken road car in September. We pushed it into the workshop, and we were testing it in March. So in 6 months, they tore it down back to a bare shell, and they built it up all themselves. They did it in class, but they also did it in their own time. And they analysed the data, they build the car, they organise the event, they work during college and after sort of uni hours and all that stuff. So, yeah, really proud of them. They're superstars.
Whereabouts did you finish?
That's a good question. I think we finished 32nd. We qualified sort of in the lower 30s, but we had a terrible quali. We couldn't get a clean lap, so it wasn't really where we were at pace-wise. But we reckon we'd have been mid to low 20s if everything worked out. But when does it ever all work out?
Very true. Well, the one thing is, I mean, this is very early in Myerscough's Gas Shocks 116 trophy career. I conclude you will be looking for bigger and better things.
Yeah, I think we're going to stick with the 116 trophy because it's a brilliant series for us, and we know a little bit about it now. But what we'd love a driver to come and hire the car off us so that we don't have to fund it. That way we can take students to all the events, right? Because the only reason we really do this is to take students on the events to get them experience. And if we have a customer hiring the car, we can do that a lot more consistently.
Yeah. Any signs of anybody wanting to hire the car yet? I mean, this is a good advert for it.
Yeah, that's the idea. I mean, we've got a few leads, and I think now we've shown that the pace is there. I think the leads are going to hopefully come through. We're going to get some tests arranged over the summer, get some people in the driving seat and see what they think.
But until then, it'll be Bart and Simon.
Yeah, I think we're going to do one more round possibly. But, you know, the coffers are looking a little bit slim at the minute. It's not a cheap sport, is it?
Motor racing isn't cheap, but I think the 116 trophy is more or less as cheap as it gets, really, for circuit racing.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they've pulled a real blinder with how good it is. I mean, when you think about the tyres, they last really a long time, and the donor cars are cheap and the parts are available. They've done a cracking job, but cheap motorsport is kind of a myth. It doesn't quite exist. So, especially if you want to race hard.
Bart Lang, thanks very much for taking the time to chat, and can I wish yourself, Simon, all the students at Myerscough and the Myerscough scheme all the best.
Thanks so much, that means a lot. Cheers.
Here with the Gas Shocks 116 trophy with Darren Turner, better known for driving Aston Martins, big GT cars and everything else, and also his race sim company. Darren, welcome to the Backseat Driver.
Thanks very much. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I've had a good session this morning with the qualifying, so first time with the car. It looks really competitive out there. I wasn't too sure what to expect, but it's very competitive. And now just getting my head in the game. We've got the race coming up in 20 minutes or so, just to have a little think with the guys about what our plan is going to be and what I need to do, which I think is basically stay out of trouble.
What's it like to be behind the wheel of a car that doesn't quite deliver the power of the racing cars you're used to?
I guess the best thing to equate to is like going indoor karting. You know, they don't have much power, but they're like a load of fun. Yeah. And it's the same. This car doesn't really have much power at all, relative to sort of the normal race cars and that. But it is a lot of fun behind the wheel. It's all about momentum, trying to carry that speed through the corners, and that's what the guys who are doing this regularly. You know, they've mastered that. and I just need to sort of hook onto the back of them and see what I can do in those race conditions, really.
So basically, it's the Turner skill over the Turner right foot, is this, isn't it?
I don't know what it'll be. I'll try everything I know, every trick in the book I'll try. But yeah, I mean, I've just had a look at the data. I've got some ideas from the few laps I did in qualifying. Now I've got a bit of an idea what I can try in the race to see if I can find a bit more pace. But yeah, I'm sort of just excited about what's about to happen, because with 38 cars on the grid,
there's no shortage of them, is there?
There's definitely no shortage, and with a 90-minute race, and I'm going to be in there for 45 minutes of those. I just can't imagine what carnage is about to happen, but I'm sure whatever it'll be a lot of fun, and it'll be very exciting.
So, where have you qualified?
I'm not. I think it's like 18th, 19th, something like that. 19th. Let's say 19th. It might not be.
Yeah.
I'm just going to follow what my guy says, and wherever they line me up on the grid, I'll start from there. So I think it's like 19th or something.
Yeah. So an overtaking will be a different prospect in this race, won't it?
Yeah.
Especially for you, given the Aston Martins, etc. You normally drive.
Yeah. I mean, obviously the car's quite small, so suddenly Oulton Park. I'm not saying it makes it any bigger, but it's traditionally a narrow racing track. And in a big GT car, it feels narrow. But with these cars being the size they are, actually you've got a bit of space. So I'm looking at that as a positive. And then, I can imagine, with 3 or 4 cars in a big line, you've got a good tow coming on with the car as well. So I don't know what these cars can do in race conditions. I'm about to find out, and hopefully it'll be all in one piece by the time we get to the checkered flag.
What's your view of Oulton Park? I mean, this is one of the old circuits, and it's what I refer to as a proper circuit.
Yeah, I love this place. I mean, obviously did a lot of racing when I was like in my junior Formula and everything else around Oulton Park, and been back here with some touring cars and obviously British GT as well. So I probably get to come up here and race something every 3 or 4 years, and I love it. It's very traditional, it's very old school, it's got great character about it, and you have to have a lot of respect for the circuit as well, because it will bite. It's a tricky circuit. So, but we're super lucky in the UK to be spoilt with so many great circuits. From Grand Prix tracks like Silverstone to fantastic circuits like Oulton Park and Brands Hatch as well. We're really lucky to have them on our doorstep in the UK, and it makes for great racing.
Darren Turner, thanks so much for taking the time to chat to Backseat Driver.
No problem, thanks very much.
Here at Oulton Park with the Gas Shocks 116 trophy with Mike Jordan, the main man from DTO. Mike, welcome to the Backseat Driver.
Thank you so much, good to be here.
Start with, what does DTO stand for?
Actually stands for the names of my wife, my 2 kids, Dan, Tom and Ollie. Simple as that.
Now, you are quite a big racing team, so why 6 cars in the 116 trophy?
Yeah, it's correct. We race in British GT, we race in Artura Trophy, but I started in grassroots motorsport, and I think if you want to do club racing, the best club racing championship in the UK is 116. It's the best circuits, it's a great group of people, the grids are a really good size, and the cars are identical, so it's perfect entry-level racing, and it's affordable as well.
I mean, that's the one thing I've always said on both my radio show and the podcast. There's the old saying, if you want to make a small fortune out of motorsport, start with a very large one. But it is affordable and it's friendly.
Absolutely, and I think having a good grid size these days can be rare in club motorsport. Grids are getting chopped up with different classes within a grid. With 116, they've created there really is affordable but great grid sizes, great racing and a really good atmosphere.
And given the fact you do a lot of driver training as well, how do you find it as regards bringing drivers along from zero to whatever they want to achieve in cars where it's their ability that counts, not so much the car?
Yeah, I think there's 2 things. It is the ability that counts because the cars are identical, but secondly, the 116 is a great platform for people to start racing in. It's rear-wheel drive, very limited from a kind of driver A's perspective, and it's about the racing and the racecraft as opposed to jumping into big GT4 cars with a lot more power, a lot more driver aids, ABS and traction. So it's a great entry-level vehicle, costs aside.
With new drivers who will probably want to go on to better things or greater things, what's the reaction you get when you say to them, to start with, you'll be racing one of these?
I think I think people trust us to really help them develop as racing drivers, and when you actually even look at who we've got in the car today, we've got Darren Turner in one of the cars today. So if Darren's happy to drive them, we see great experienced people on the grid. I think it's about racing. At the end of the day, it's about racing. It's not about the value of the vehicle that you're in, and I think 116 Trophy really delivers fun on track, which is what it should all be about.
How did Darren come to be driving one of your cars?
Yeah, he's friends with one of the DTO team.
Right, so it'll be to a degree, it might be a bit of a come down for him, because he'll put his foot down, and to him, nothing much will happen.
I think he's going to have an exciting race, and I think ultimately that's what it's all about. And we've got some other people joining in some of the cars later in the season, who are some famous faces as well, and they everybody loves racing in 116.
Yeah. So it's a series you intend sticking with?
Absolutely.
And what's the rest of the DTO team, etc.? What's their view of the 116 Trophy?
I think we've all really enjoyed racing in it, preparing the cars, working with the drivers and getting to know people in the paddock. It's true we do other stuff as well. Obviously we do British GT, we do big stuff in Europe, but we love being here and we love the great circuits we come to, like Oulton.
And given the big GT series that you're racing, you'll find it won't be as cutthroat, will it?
I don't know. Everybody wants to win, and I think it's competitive racing and identical cars. I mean, when you get into British GT, you've got the complexity of BOP, you've got GT4 cars, GT3s running, there are silver classes, there are Pro-Am classes here. It's one car, a lot of them on the grid, and a lot of excitement.
And from, say, your mechanic's point of view, it'll be quite pleasant working on these, because it won't be the complexity of the big GT cars, will it?
Correct, yeah. I mean, the cars are simple to enable people to prepare them and also to repair them trackside. So, it's an easier car to work on.
Darren, Mike Jordan, thank you very much indeed for taking the time to chat to the backseat driver.
Thanks so much.
I'm here with Simon Moss from Myerscough Motorsport University Centre, it says on the car.
It does, and college.
And college. Is this your first race?
No, we were at Silverstone for the second round of the 116 Trophy. We missed Brands, we didn't get entry in time. So we've done Silverstone. This is mine and Bart's second ever circuit race.
And how have you going on, because you've been practising, etc.?
We didn't do the test yesterday. We've qualified this morning. Bart's always going to be quicker than me because he's 29 and I'm 56. But I think he's 34th, which is fine. It's better than we qualified at Silverstone. There's still more to come from the car, and there's still more to come from Bart. Probably not much more to come from me.
And I suppose the racing, it's when you're out there, it's the students who will be looking on, hoping that what they've done, all what you've taught them, has come to fruition. Yeah,
they've done a good job already. So they've strung the car, they've done the geometry on the car this morning before we went out for quali. They did it again after quali. They're all sitting in the trailer eating lunch at the moment. But it's entirely student built, this car. So I think they're proud to look after it. I hope they are. They're proud of the work that they've done. It's their work.
And compared to the college, this is we're in a pit lane. This is a motorsport environment. How are they finding it?
They seem to be taking it really in the stride. Bart said to me before, the team's working really well, and some of them have never been to a race event before. And this is, I think there's two of the guys here of the 6 who came with us to Silverstone. So 4 of them are new to the team. They've worked on the car before, but they're working. The youths, they take it in the stride.
Because it's a whole new environment, because all of a sudden the pressure is on. I mean, you're in a pit lane and the circuit's there and the qualifying's done and the race is on. Are they adapting, or are they all excited about it?
It's hard to tell with youths. I think they're excited about it. They're managing to keep it under control, but they've worked together really well, and we've set them the tasks. They all know what they're doing. They've all got individual roles, and they're just getting on with it. They're getting on with it and doing a good job. I think the pit stop that we had in the middle of qualifying, because we both have to set quali laps, was a little bit of a drama because the car stalled. And nobody had the presence of mind to get the jump pack ready, but it's a learning environment. They're students, they're here to learn.
And as regards the BMW 116, is it a car that's ideal for students? Because I get the feeling it's a reasonably simple car.
Yeah, we chose this because we put a capital bid in, my colleague Bart put a capital bid in over summer for 2 donor cars and 2 kits. One to be built this year, one to be built next year. And the idea was, because it's a relatively straightforward build, they could see it from donor car and kit to car on track in an academic year.
Yeah.
So whilst it's not the most complex car, it isn't. The process was the more important thing for us.
And I conclude, as like in the very nature of colleges, students will leave. I conclude new students will be brought into the team.
Yeah, we've got really good applicants for 2020, whatever year it is now, 24 September. Some of them have already got jobs in the industry, so 2 of the team that are here, I think one of them's starting with a trial with M Sport next week or the week after. One of them's got an interview with M Sport. And yeah, the 2 of the students that are here with us now are on our level 3 course, and this was built by degree students, and they're moving up to the degree next year, so there's a constant flow. It's when we see them go out at the end of the 2nd or 3rd year of the foundation degree or degree, we like to see that they've progressed, and in the massive main part they all have.
And the other thing is, doing this will, for any prospective employees for your students, they will already know they are used to a race environment.
That's the key. Absolutely, that's the key. You can't teach this in a classroom. But equally, Bart and I have never raced before. We are familiar with the environment, of course, but we're learning as well. So it's something that we can impart to the students in the classroom before they even get here.
And how are you finding it out there?
I'm an old giffer. I'm just pleased that I didn't spin it, and there's no more damage on it than when I went out from quali. It's a hoot. They're not a fast car, but they're all the same. They're all the same car. They're all supposedly.
It's driver skill that gets you to the front.
Thanks for that. Thanks for that. Yeah. Rub that in, why don't you? But yes, you're right. It is. It should be about that and setup, and that's one of the things that we're trying to impart into the students, that setting up the car is so critical.
Simon Moss, a pleasure chatting to you. Thanks very much for joining me on the Backseat Driver here at Oulton Park.
Thanks, Mark.
Oulton Park, 116 Gas Shocks Trophy race, and you just know for a fact you're going to bump into the one, the only, Raymondo Grimes. Ray, welcome back to the Backseat Driver.
Thank you, welcome me back to home.
I'm going to say it's unusual to find you back in England, isn't it?
Yeah, I was in Barcelona with Bentley last week, which was a new GT Continental launch, which was absolutely amazing. A new circuit called Park Moto, about 40 minutes outside Barcelona in the hills, and it was designed by 2 MotoGP riders, and it's absolutely fantastic. So it's really, really good.
So you'll have some interesting corners there.
Oh, seriously, yeah, I love it. As soon as I went out on it, I loved it straight away. And it's all dynamic, it's uphill and downhill, a bit like Portimao in Portugal. So I thought, wow, this is an amazing circuit. And the staff were brilliant. Everything about it was great.
So now you're back in England. What are you doing here today?
Well, since I got back from Barcelona, it's been really, really busy. I was at Anglesey teaching 2 guys in Porsches and a Lotus Emira on Tuesday. Wednesday at Oulton in a Audi R8 GT3 and a Ferrari Challenge car. Here with McLean, he's just started racing. He's never raced. This is his 3rd ever race. There's about 38-40 on the grid, so he's in for a bit of a shock when he gets out there. And it's lethal that they're proper on it, everybody from the start, so it's very, very aggressive driving. So he's going out. So if he does over an hour in the race, it means he can get 2 signatures, and he needs 6 to get his national licence. So he's got 4, so he's just got to do it over an hour in this, and then he's all right then. But then he entered another race, and he said, look, I know I'm going to be knackered by the end of the race, so I don't want to do it, so you do it with my mate instead.
So you're not you're driving a gas shocks 116 BMW, but you're not driving in that particular race.
No, I'm racing. It's called the Ultimate, and it's basically all sorts of BMWs. So you've got like M3 touring cars and all sorts of stuff in it. So this poor little thing, it's like being in a shopping trolley compared to them.
Well, this won't do the Grimes reputation any good, will you? You'll be like at the chuff end of it all.
I'm not really bothered because I'm that old now. If somebody says anything to me, I can't hear them, so I'm not bothered.
But you're still enjoying your racing?
Yeah, it's really good. The trouble is, you always think as you're getting older, you won't have that determination to try and beat people, and you still have the same frustration when you make mistakes. And that's the annoying bit, where you're still pushing yourself really, really hard, but you're about 1,000,000 years older than you was when you first started.
I was going to say there'll be people on that grid that weren't born when you were racing, won't there?
Oh, seriously. I keep going and wiping them out and giving them a bib.
So what else is next for Ray Grimes?
As soon as I finish here today, I'm driving to Millbrook in Bedfordshire, working for Bentley again for the GT in the GT Continental and for the launch of that for a week at Millbrook Test Circuit.
And go on, what else? Because you can't be in England over 2 weeks, can you?
No, well, there might be a Tokyo trip coming off for Bentley. I don't know yet. They just put a price in for it, but it was for when we were in Barcelona. It was all the world, retailers, and there was one from Tokyo. And the way we did our job, he absolutely loved it. And he's asked our boss to put a price in to send us out to Tokyo to do the same thing.
And what's the Bentley like on the circuit?
Do you know what? It's amazing. And forget the weight of it, but it's a hybrid now as well. But the quality of the build is exceptional. They never went away from the quality, Bentley. And to drive it around the circuit, it yaws in. It doesn't pitch in at all. It yaws in. It's got amazing brakes on it, like a Ferrari or something like that. I was just blown away by how agile it was for a big car.
Does that mean they're about 2 tonne or more, aren't they?
2.5.
Yeah.
But they've predicted that with the battery and the way they've lightened it up and things, it's only 4% heavier than it was previously.
Right. But you're still enjoying everything, all your racing, all your coaching, all your travelling.
And you know what? I love it, but I could actually do with a break. I just feel like, I can see it in the future, me going into an old people's home and sitting there in a chair, and a young cutie nurse walks past us, and I go, I used to be an instructor with Ferrari, and she go, yeah, you keep believing that, Mr. Grimes.
Ray Grimes, as always, it's a pleasure chatting with the great Raymondo.
Thanks, matey.
Here at Oulton Park for the 116 trophy with Melissa Bexley. Melissa, welcome to the backseat driver.
Thank you.
How did you get into this 116 racing?
I've always been around cars. I'm a mechanic, and my dad used to race when I was really young, so it all started from there. And a couple of years ago I decided to buy a 116, and I entered this last year. That was my first season. It was really, really good fun. It's really competitive racing, endurance racing, and it's just a lot of fun.
I mean, the one thing I've always said, because Mark's a friend of mine, it's got to be the friendliest yet most competitive series out there, because every car is identical. So it's driver ability. Yeah,
100%. I never realised how competitive it could be. All the cars are exactly the same, and it is literally just down to the driver. But yeah, everybody is like fabulous. Everyone's so friendly. Everyone's willing to help. If somebody has an issue, everybody chips in. Where I think in other series it doesn't always happen like that. But we're such a big grid. Everybody's always wanting everybody to do well.
I mean, that's the one thing. I mean, the grids are huge, aren't they?
Yeah, they're absolutely massive. I think we were 42 at Silverstone, and it's just unbelievable. Especially when we're all the same. Everybody fighting for P1. It can be carnage.
Up to press, how's your season going?
It's been going really, really well. At Brands, we did my best finish so far, which was P22. And at Silverstone, I got P18, so I was amazed with that. And it was going well. We've had a few issues in qualifying today, so we haven't done as well, and we're just trying to fix it, see what's going on with it. ABS fault, battery fault, so yeah, we're just currently hoping we can get this sorted, ready for the race.
Now, from the sounds of it, like you're quite new to racing as such, how are you finding it as a learning experience?
Oh, it is amazing. Like, I only started racing a couple of years ago. I've never done karting or anything like that. That wasn't me. But yeah, definitely driving this 116 is showing you, like, even a lower powered car, if you drive them correctly, you can get them to go just as fast as you learn to correct your mistakes by your driving, not being able to correct them with having power. You have to learn not to make mistakes.
So, and it's all, in many ways, it's about car control. It's like letting the car flow, because you're against an identical car into a corner. You have to let your car flow more to get it round the car in front.
Yeah, 100%. Last year I found that I probably fought with the car rather than, and it obviously limited us a lot, whereas now if you just don't fight with the car and get it to flow, you can get so much power out of them. And yeah, it is.
And are you using this as a stepping stone to something else, or what is your ultimate goal in motorsport?
At the moment, it's just, we'll be sticking at this for at least another couple of years. I would love to move on. My dream is to race at the Nürburgring. I go over there quite a lot. But we'll see, obviously. I would like to progress into more. It's just all down to sponsors and things like that. It's not a cheap game.
Last time I was at the Nordschleifer, I was driving a Discovery with 6 crates of wine in the back of it. It didn't handle well, but it did give my passenger a quick insight as to what it's like. I mean, it is the green hell. It's an amazing place.
Oh yeah, definitely. We head out there probably once a month. I've got an E92 M3 track car, so I go out there and drive that round. And yeah, you can drive anything round, and it's great fun. It doesn't matter what you're driving. You see all sorts.
Are you starting to learn? Because the only person I ever knew who actually knew the circuit was the late great Sabine Schmidt. Are you starting to remember the place?
Yeah, it is. Again, that is such a learning curve being there, and every time you go, it's always different. It's constantly changing. So yeah, it is definitely another place to learn, and I think it helps us when it comes back here. So
yeah, all the circuits will seem a bit tame compared to that place, won't they?
Yeah, they do, but they're still just as fun. But yeah, they're probably not as terrifying as what it is driving around the Nordschleife. But yeah, they are.
Melissa, all the best for today and all the best for the rest of the season. Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you very much.
I'm here with Mac Priestwood, winner of the Gas Shocks 116 trophy race. Mac, welcome to the Backseat Driver.
Thank you very much.
I won't ask you if you've had a good race, because it's quite obvious you have. What was it like out there?
It was really good. We had some really good pace from the beginning. We did a first pit stop straight away when the pit window opened. Came back out. We had quite a good bit of clean air, so we got his head down. I think we did 2 or 3 laps, 209s, mid 209s, and then we came for a second pit stop. Came back out and we actually timed that to perfection. Safety car came out straight away as soon as we came out, which effectively gave us pit stops back. So after that, we believe we were theoretically in third, but obviously 2 laps down, a lap down still from other drivers who hadn't pitted yet. Just really got his head down, consistent 209.5s there roundabout. Managed to get past, I believe it were Anthony and Alan who were in second theoretically, and then a good battle with Matt to get into first, and we just built his gap from there.
Is this your first win?
No, this is my second year racing the 116s. We had a win last time out at Silverstone, so we carried the 30-second success penalty into this one, so we've now made a double win, I believe. I'm not 100% sure, but I believe we're the first ones to win with a 30-second success penalty.
Well done. Thanks very much indeed, Matt, and well done once again.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Well, here we are at the end of round 3, Oulton Park, of the Gas Shocks 116 trophy. It's been a fantastic race, a really great day, but I think the final word should stay with, well, it's normally me, but we'll ask Mark Bate. How's today gone?
Oh, I'm privileged. Brilliant, mate. I don't know. We always seem to sort of go to a circuit and think that race was probably the best race we've had. And I always say the same thing. Yeah, that was the best race. The more we race, the more we enjoy it. And you know, Oulton Park in the sun. It's been brilliant, mate. Brilliant.
It's got to be one of the best circuits in my opinion, because it's a proper old circuit.
Yeah, it is one of the best circuits, and anyone who's thinking about getting into motorsport or is suffering a little bit with a bit of possible depression or something and just getting up in the morning, a grey cloud, come to the 116 trophy, meet some new friends, we'll put our arm around you, get you racing or get you involved in the series or in racing itself, and just have some good weekends with us. So my shout out really is to the teams, the drivers, and new people coming. If people are thinking about it, please come. We want you. You know what I mean?
Anybody who fancies either getting involved, taking part, if you've never raced before, this is the series for you. Or just to come and watch, and as Mark said, to just get involved. It's one of the friendliest racing series you will ever find. There's no backbiting, there's no backstabbing. Everybody's here to have a good time. The fact that there's a 90-minute race in it just seems to be an addition. But once again, Mark Bate and the Gas Shocks 116 trophy. Thanks very much indeed.
Yeah, thanks, and see you next year.
Rarely beaten on price, never beaten on service. Whether it's cars, bikes or commercials, Hodder Tyres are the best in the business. And when it comes to tyre expertise and advice to supplying the correct tyres for your vehicle's specific requirements, nobody comes close to David Lakin and the Hodder Tyres team. So give them a call on 01200 613 192 or visit the website at hoddertyres.co.uk.